So here's what Kelly says about this in general. I remember one time I was flying in the warning areas off of Virginia Beach military operating area there. And my RIO, radar intercept officer, who was in the plane with him, was convinced we flew by a UFO. I didn't see it, so we turned around and went to go look at it. It turns out it was Bart Simpson, a balloon. And Kelly adds, if you see something you know is an airplane, and you know generally how big airplanes are, you can tell relative distance. But when you have no reference points, whether it's in a plane or flying over the water, it's just really an environment that's really prone to optical illusions. And then he told the story when he was commanding the when he was commanding the space shuttle, and they had serviced the International Space Station, and now they were away from it. Anyway, his fellow astronaut said, "Oh, we left a tool and an instrument in the cargo bay. Look, you can see it floating there in the cargo bay." So they had this long discussion. Well, we got to go get it. Oh my gosh, how did this happen? And so on. And it turns out it was the International Space Station that was 80 miles away that they thought was in the cargo bay of the space shuttle. His point being, it's hard to tell what's going on, how big things are, how fast they're moving, how far away they are, and so on, when you don't have reference points. And his credentials are as good as great.
Can I say something, please? Because I'm boiling over with frustration right now. This is the same argument, the same nonsense that's been going on for 80 years. Okay, so the United States Air Force investigated 12,618 cases, okay? Out of which 701 remained unexplained, not because of a lack of data, but because of a lack of any kind of conventional explanation. So what I'm saying is, yes, you are right. The vast majority of these things have a prosaic explanation. We don't give a shit about those ones. What about David Fravor? Give me an explanation to that one. What about the Colonel William T. Coleman, who had an up-close, 9-minute-long encounter with a flying saucer while piloting a B-25 bomber? Explain that one to me. Like, these are the ones that we care about. It's 5%, 10%, and I'm sorry to be frustrated, but Michael, like, I get it. I get that the vast majority of these things can be explained. We don't care about those. We don't care about weather balloons. We've been hearing about weather balloons since 1947. Chinese balloons, weather balloons, misidentified aircraft, weather phenomenon. Yes, it's all there. But we're talking about a small core that just can't. And that's what we care about. And that's where we have our sights.